Hello, guys. Hi, good evening. Can you please ping if I am audible? Okay, Supriya. Hi. Hi, good evening. Hello, Simi. So, as we promised, today we are going live with Kari by Kriti, and within a few minutes, she'll be in the session. Let me check if she has come online. She has not come yet. Let's wait for few minutes. And guys who all are in the session, please stay tuned and be with us because we are going to announce few gift cards at the end of the session. So please stay tuned. Hi Shweta. Hello Sunny Shines. Hi Anvisha. Hello Anushka. Good evening all. Definitely we will suggest a remedy for hair fall, definitely. uh, just a minute. I am getting a request from her.
Hi Priyanka,
Hi Kriti, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good too.
Yeah, great.
So, how's the weather in Hyderabad?
Very hot. It's getting really hot
Oh,
now.
yeah, same in Delhi. The temperature is rising like anything, even in March.
I know. Yes.
Yeah.
So will we wait for some
So,
more people to join and then
yes, definitely.
great.
A lot of people are joining. Hi, Divya. Amarpreet has joined. Hajra Mehta has joined. Hello, Mehta, Gaurav Mehta. Hi. So the people who are joining, till the time, like, let me introduce Kari by Kriti page. Like, hi Kriti. So she has over more than 16 years of experience in home decor and textile. And I think Kari by Kriti has been started in it's
2014.
from 2014.
14,
Wow, it's a long journey, near about
yeah.
10 years.
Almost 10
Yeah,
years.
it's a long journey. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how is it? Like, how you are feeling? 10 years is a long time.
Yes, 10 years is a long time. I've learned a lot. And what I wanted to say is that I started very small. So the growth that I've seen has been organic. It's not something that, you see these days where people are becoming unicorns overnight. So it wasn't like that for me. It was very slow. It was very organic. It was, I took my own time to decide what I wanted to do, to, really understand my market, to really understand what I wanted to do, and then start, and then, really accelerate the business in 2020. I think I pushed the pedal in 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Good to know. Yes.
Yes. So when did you
So I
start
think
Mystiq Living, Priyanka?
we started in 2019. So
2019.
it's,
Okay.
yes. So we are about to, like, it's been 4 years
Hmm.
now. We are
Nice.
about to complete 4 years. Yeah. 3.5
Wonderful.
years.
Wonderful. I
Huh.
use the sleep roll-on that you guys make. The Mystiq Living sleep roll-on and the stress-free roll-on, and those are really wonderful products.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's our own formulation, and like we studied a lot for that. We
Okay.
tried so many formulation, and it's our own baby. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
it's really good to know, like people are liking it.
It's packaged really well, and it gives that the fragrance is it's not overpowering, it's not jarring, it's mild. So I really like it. Yeah.
Because it's made up with essential oils, so they are not overpowering. They
Overpowering.
are,
Yeah.
yeah, yes, yes. They're very soothing, and they really calms your mind, your
Yeah.
nervous system. So that's why, yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
So, like, I think we should start. The session is regarding the woman entrepreneurship, and before we start the session, I want to convey few lines to all the women who are seeing the session or they will see the session. So, these lines are dedicated to all the women. We all move forward. We all move forward when we recognize how resilient and striking the women around us are. So these lines I
Wonderful.
want to dedicate to all the women. So that, yes.
Wonderful.
So yeah, thank you. So first of all, Kriti, thank you so much for accepting our request for the live session. And I wish you a very happy Women's Day. Although it's not a celebration of one day,
Yeah.
we believe that Women's Day should be celebrated throughout the year. Every day is Women's
No,
Day,
thank
right?
you so much, and thank you
We,
so much for inviting me. Yeah, thank you.
yeah. So in the session, there will be a lot of conversation regarding your entrepreneurship journey and like how things are going on, how you are balancing your work and your life. So I think the conversation will be really interesting. And I want to tell all the audience that please stay tuned till the end so that because at the end of the session, we will announce few gift cards for you by Kriti and by Mystiq Living as well. So please stay tuned, and there will be a lot of interesting discussions going on. So, Kriti, we got lot of questions from our audience as well. So, first of all, I just want to ask from you that what made you start Kari by Kriti? Like what, how you get the idea and how it gets started?
So, Priyanka, I started Kari by Kriti in 2014, but my love for textiles really goes back. Um, really long time back. I grew up surrounded by, like my mother would talk about sarees all the time. My grandmothers would talk about sarees. So textiles was almost like a part of our lives, right? I've grown up hearing about all of these, different types of textiles around India, Pochampalli and Rajkot ikats and, some Tant cottons and Jamdanis and stuff. So I never felt new around textiles. It's always been, I think, there's this journey you take where you kind of discover your passion, and I kind of realized that textiles is my passion, and
Right.
that's how I then ended up doing, my graduation in textiles, and I did a post graduation in apparel merchandising. I started working with a lot of textiles. I was sourcing for a company in the US, and I was working in their sourcing office. And in 2014, so while working, I also realized is that a lot of products that we make in India, these are being exported abroad. But when you go out to look for those products in India, you didn't find them, right? So I was
Right.
always wondering that, why can't I have a quilt which has 100% cotton inside instead of polyester inside? Like we would always get these foam filled quilts or polyfill filled quilts, and there were no 100% cotton quilts unless you really you actually got them made. So that really got me thinking. And in 2013, we were in Australia. I had a freak accident. I was, supposed to rest at home. I wasn't able to walk for a while. So I decided to
Hmm.
start writing a blog about my love for textiles. And I started interviewing people who were, that in 2013, in 2012, this whole revolution around handmade had just started. So I started interviewing people about what they were doing and, what brought them to this. Someone was crocheting and someone was doing some knitting and sewing and quilting. And I just got very inspired by these people who were doing things on their own with their own hands to really start something. We came back to India in 2013 April, and then that's when I thought that I'm not going to go back to a job. I will start something on my own. Yeah.
Really, like, interesting. So, what is the biggest challenge you face as a woman in your entrepreneurial journey?
So I think lots of challenges, but number one challenge, and I think a lot of women, including yourself, will agree with me, is that we are not taken seriously.
So true.
So when I went about saying that, okay, I want to do this business and this is what I want to do, I wasn't taken seriously. It was almost like, okay, she has a new hobby, let her do it for a while and then we'll see. It
Exactly.
was
People
something,
do consider it
exactly.
as a
Yeah,
hobby.
yeah,
It's
it
a hobby
wasn't like
thing, and
no
it
one
will
took
come over
it
in a few
seriously
days.
that I wanted to really build a business and I really wanted to do something
Hmm.
that would
Hmm.
generate income for myself and, also financially support a lot of other women. Like, Kari by Kriti supports a lot of women, a lot of artisans. And that was something that I had to really fight. And it wasn't like a literal fight, but then fight with myself, that sometimes you lose that confidence that do you think will I be able to do that or not, right? So I think that was a big challenge to overcome, to really prove to others that I can do this and I will be able to do this.
So true. It's the motivation to
Yeah,
move forward. Like, you generate so much employment also, and you will be amazed to know in our team, Mystiq Living, like 80% of our team is like women
women.
only,
Yeah,
led by women.
yeah.
Yeah, yes, yes. So, one question is, like, your angel investor has been your husband. So, how far you think husband or family support is required for a woman's success?
So I think for me, my husband has given me more than 100% support, with what I'm doing, and he's busy with his own work and his own day job, but I think so he's been able to take out time to kind of give me advice on what I should be doing, and I'm good with creative part of the business, but he does look at the numbers and if we are tracking correctly or not, and and that is the support I think any woman should get from her partner. And
I think that.
Yes.
it makes your journey like very easy, because family
Because
support is something
you
you,
have someone to really, someone who's looking after you. You know, you have
yes,
that if you're stuck somewhere, then there's someone who's looking after you. So
true,
and that necessarily doesn't take away from your strength as a woman, but it just gives you that support, right? And
yes.
so he's definitely supported me. My mother has played a very big role in this. So she moved very close to where we live in 2021, and ever since she's come, I've you know, she's looked after my son, after my house, after, you know, every time I have to attend something like this, I know that she's
So
there.
so blessed, you are so blessed. Actually, it is very important, like to get support
So
from your, either your parents or from in-laws. Like I live in a joint family, so there is a like very big support from my in-laws.
absolutely.
So I, yeah, definitely. So I
So
have
even
a 10
with my
years old.
in-laws, I think they have always supported what I've done. They've not, you know, really questioned me for anything of this sort. So in a way, family support has is what has kept me going, really. My
Right,
sister-in-law
right.
is my model most of the time, you know.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah,
important.
yeah.
True. So we heard you support a women's NGO as well. So how is it?
Yeah,
How you
so
have been?
when I started Kari by Kriti in 2014, I was looking for like a manufacturing, you know, capability. I didn't want to do manufacturing on my own because there's only so much you can do with manufacturing and then also marketing and also create a brand. So I was looking for, you know, for manufacturing support, and that's the time when I came across this NGO in Hyderabad. We're here in Hyderabad, and what the NGO does is that they go into these small villages in, you know, urban villages in Hyderabad, and they open little centers there. So they take a little house on rent and they put machines there, and then they invite women from around, you know, the village to come and learn how to sew and stitch and all sorts of other things, embroidery and anything that they're interested in. There are women who do, you know, who make bags out of paper. Then they also do embroidery and other such things. So once the women are trained, they're actually employed by the center. And I worked with them for the last 7 years for all of our, you know, production.
Wow.
I
So
would say most of
how
our
many
production.
women? So
So
directly or
in
indirectly,
total,
like,
yeah,
uh-huh.
in total
Yes,
they
please go
have,
ahead.
they probably have about 50 plus. And and directly for Kari by Kriti, we have a team of about 7 women who are working from them. Yeah,
Wow, that's really good,
yeah,
because directly or indirectly you are impacting those lives, those
exactly.
women's
Yeah.
family
So
also.
yeah, so they're just the ones who are doing the stitching work. Then there are others who are doing printing. Then there are others who are, you know, helping with other aspects of the business. So yeah, so that was my one motive, you know, that of course financial independence for myself, but also for these other people who are a part of our lives, right, and a part of our business and journey. Yeah,
Yeah, thanks, Realunia. She's saying that's so amazing, because I think this conversation will motivate like a lot of women who will be seeing this session, because it's very important for people, for women to know how capable they are and how much they can do. Because I
absolutely,
think I think woman is the only creature who is capable of doing so many things at once. तो
absolutely.
वो नेचुरल है वुमेन में, तो आई थिंक वो शायद कई बार होता है कि आपको बहुत लेट रियलाइज होता है, लाइक हाउ कैपेबल यू आर, हाउ कैपेबल यू कैन, हाउ कैपेबल यू आर फॉर डूइंग सो मेनी थिंग्स टुगेदर. सो दैट्स वेरी important. So any difficult moments you faced in your 10 years long journey, if you want to share with us?
Yeah, lots of difficult moments. You know, there are lots of times when you're expecting a certain production to go out on time and it's not working on time, and uh, difficult moments come. But it's about how you navigate those difficult moments. You know,
True.
it's about how what you're learning out of those difficult moments. It's about if I wasn't able to put out a collection for Diwali. what have I learned out of it? Will next year Diwali be the same, or will we work harder towards it, right? So those are, of course, difficult moments. There are, of course, difficult moments in the business when there's like a cash crunch, and the cash flows are always, difficult to manage and to kind of keep that going. So yes, and also to learn as we go, so to really learn when to use performance marketing, when to use influencer marketing. Yes,
Because
those
a
are
lot
some
of
of them.
tough decisions you have to take to
Absolutely.
lead the business. So I can understand well. Yes, yes. Uh, so,
Yeah.
how far is the financial independence important in today's age? If you want to say something about this.
So I think for any adult woman, it's not
Hmm.
important. It is mandatory to be financially independent. That's what I feel. And
Hmm.
the quantum of it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much it is, as long as you have the skills that you can use the skills to do something of your own. I think any and every woman of any age must be able to financially support themselves. Yeah. And
Hmm.
I've also learned one thing about financial this thing is that it's very important to start uh, learning how to and where to deploy your finances, how to make sure that the finances are growing and they're not stagnant. What sort of tools can we use? So for women,
True. True.
financial literacy is very important.
True. I think there are a lot of things, Abhi, to learn, like as a woman, like how to manage the finances. Because as I know, like lot of women, even most of the women don't know how to
Yeah.
manage finances. Even
And
they
where
are
to
earning,
invest, how
but
to
but
grow
still
with them.
they where
Exactly.
to. Exactly, exactly. So I think that should be learned by each and every of us. That is
Yes.
very important.
And
So,
uh, financial independence, Priyanka, it really means that you're able to, you have the skill set to do something that
hmm,
will generate income for you, right? So it
hmm,
doesn't matter if at the moment you're working or not, but as long as you have the skills and as long as we are acquiring the skills on a, we are growing in our skills. It's important to keep learning and to keep the confidence that we will be able to financially support ourselves if the need be.
true, true. And I want to convey all the audiences, please be with us till the end of the session because we are going to announce few gift cards for you. So please stay with us. So next question for you, Kriti, is like few words you want to convey to our audience that who want to come out of the stereotypes and build something for themselves. So any suggestions or any thoughts you want to convey?
So number one thought is that if you're getting into a business, any sort of business, however large the scale may be, it may be very small, it may be like just starting from home. Uh, Make a business plan. That's the first thing, is to really plan your business, like what are the heads work. And this is something I've learned out of, this is a difficult moment that you said that. So I'm a creative person, I'm not a numbers person. So for me it was very difficult to create this business plan, but you said that my husband is my angel investor, and he was after my life that I should actually make a business plan before he funds the business or he puts in some of his money. And that actually made me make a business, made me actually understand how to do the pricing. It made me understand that how much can we do discounting, and so when you create a business plan, you actually look at the business as an overall. You don't look at it at a SKU level. So you don't see that okay, curtains are giving me this much, but bags are giving me this much. So okay, somewhere they will even out, and I'll have. But when you look at a business as a whole, you actually understand that how much are you spending on marketing. As a whole, it doesn't
Hmm,
matter
true.
how much. I mean, how much you're making out of just selling curtains or something like that out of one SKU, right? When you look at it, you must look at a business as a whole when you make a business plan. And that will also determine how you want to move forward with the business. You know, um, is it possible to 2x it? Is it possible to 3x it? Or should we stay put? So you can also put in a lot of your goals into the business that, okay, maybe we want to stay a home decor company. Maybe we don't want to get into apparel. And when we make a business plan like that, that will also add to the, um, that will also help you really vet it, that is it correct or not correct.
True. So our audience, like Supriya, want to know, she has a question, how to handle this emotion of not being able to give enough time for the child. Oh, this is very important. Very important question. I think
Something, yes.
every woman entrepreneur, goes through this.
No, that's absolutely true. And I would say that, no one has it completely balanced out. No one, uh, there are moments when I of course feel that, okay, I've not given my son enough time, and I've kind of ignored him for the last 1 week. But yeah, I think we need to balance that somewhere. So I really, what can I say? Like, it's difficult as a mother. It's very emotional. It's an emotional topic, really. You know. So,
True.
because if you're doing well in one area, you're obviously lacking in the other area, and that's something we should really make peace with. So, yeah.
True. So as a
So
mother,
if you're
because
working
I can
hard on the
see.
week, in the week, if you're working hard, then make sure that your weekends are free to take them
Hmm.
out or spend time as a family. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I'm a mother of 12 years old boy, so I feel really guilty because I always feel I'm not devoting enough time for him. But here, family plays a very important role. So with the family support, we can
Yeah.
balance out something. Like if you are not giving him enough time, I think grandparents can give some time. His father can give
Yeah.
that time. So family plays an important role to handle this. So any questions? If any
There
one
was
of
there
you
was
want to
one
ask,
more
please
question.
feel
Yeah.
free. Uh, Let me check.
So there was one which says, how do you manage the pressure of being consistent and the same time adopt changes? uh, I think I'm not always on my toes. I mean, it just looks that you're consistent, and you have to give yourself that break of not um, always being consistent. It's okay to just kind of take a break and recharge yourself. So uh, just I would say that consistency comes is in your own head, and I think. It's just something that we need to deal with and plan for ourselves. And yeah, I think I'm not really, I don't give in to the pressure of being consistent. It's okay if I lack some
No,
time. And
so true. Sometimes it's very stressful to be consistent all the time because we really sometimes it's like low period for us as well. So it's okay to stay calm and just put a back seat for some time. I think there is no harm and recharge and come with again like full energy.
the one thing I don't do is that I don't consistently or constantly look at what others are doing. I stay put at what I want to do, and just having that plan in front of me of that I do plan on a month basis, that this is what I want to do and this is what I want to do the next month. And as long as I'm consistent with that, I don't really look at what others are doing. And I think that's how I'm able to manage that pressure. Yeah.
So true. Everybody has their own set of rules, so it's always not advisable to go like uh, to go behind someone, like if someone is doing this or this is the correct way or that is the correct way. every business has its own journey, so it takes time. That's okay. But the important is to first draft a goal, like where we are going. We should analyze this thing first, like where
Absolutely.
we are
Yeah.
going and where we want to reach.
Yeah.
So that is really important, and enjoy the journey is much
Enjoying
important.
the journey bit is really important. I think somewhere, even as I started Kari by Kriti because it was my passion. But somewhere I
Hmm.
really felt that it's that I'm putting too much pressure on myself. And then I realized that it's okay for me to take off some of that pressure. It's okay if I don't meet a certain target, on a certain month. There's no one sitting with a gun to my head. And I think what happens with some businesses is that very early on they take on investors, and that's when that real pressure comes on. So I have been very cognizant about those things.
True. Again, like I just said, everybody has their own rules,
Yeah.
so that's okay to be with our own rules instead of just going behind everyone, like every other person. So I think that was a really nice talking to you. That was a really interactive session. Like we talked much about your entrepreneurial journey, and it was really nice. So
No,
I
thank you
think,
so much. Yeah.
yeah, I think we can also plan such kind of conversation in near future also. And I think lot of people joined us today. So we want to give some gift cards for all the audience who joined us. You can like there is a site-wide offer for all the audience who joined us today. There is a coupon code Happy 10. I will also put that in description box. I'll add in the description box. The code is Happy 10. You all can use the code and you will get directly 10% extra off on any of the product, and there is no minimum purchase required. So that's uh, gestures for all the audience who joined us to put some love for all those.
Thank you so much, Priyanka.
It was lovely interacting with you, Kari.
Thank,
Thank you so much, Kriti, for being with us. Thank you so
thank you
much.
so much. Okay.
Okay, bye bye.
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 So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the session, and please stay tuned. There are a lot of interacting sessions we'll be having in near coming days. So, stay tuned. Thank you so much.